Hello everybody and welcome to the Ozan show. Today we're talking about the single best video game of all time, the holy grail of video games, the one game that is the favorite game of every single person who ever existed, including Triple Gandhi. I'm of course talking about The Legend of Zelda. That's it. That's the name of the game. It has no undertitle. I know it's sick and unnatural like a talking dog, but man versus Nintendo. After spending a bunch of weeks collecting flowers and cuddling bunnies and massaging whatever body parts that is, I asked myself, you know what I hate? Myself. So I went off to the NES portion of the Switch and booted up a game from an era when video games were considered tests of inner spirit rather than entertainment. Yes indeed, dear viewer, the world of Legend of Zelda is harsh, hard, horrible, and other negative words that start with H. The horrendous. I was kinda surprised when I realized how hippopotamus The Legend of Zelda was. Because yes, while it is a game from the 80s, an era famous for its hazardous games, it's also a Zelda game. Zelda games are famous for over-explaining stuff with fairies that go hey and owls that go who, aren't they? Or was that just one of the Zelda games? See, I wouldn't know. This is the second Zelda game I ever played. Anyway, I expected that this game too would be all up in my shit with fairies and talking owls, but no. You just spawn on a random place outside, cold, scared and alone, and the game goes, yeah, good luck you dick. Have fun figuring out where to go, doofus ass. If you have any questions, you can call me at 555. Go fuck yourself. I'm out of here. Peace. Not for you though. Now 8-bit games from the 80s aren't exactly famous for sitting down with you and having a heart-to-heart conversation about what the heck is you're supposed to do. But at least you can always count on just going right until something blocks the way, in which case you can try to kill said thing. It might take 68 hours of your life, but at least at the end you can lean back and go, yep, I righted myself out of another humid situation. On Zelda though, you can go anywhere. I know what you're thinking. You wanna turn off the game and put on a nice round of Josefine på ferie. But don't worry, I'm here to help you. Welcome to more than 3 tips about how to make it in The Legend of Zelda. 1. Once the game starts, you're obviously gonna go into that cave and get yourself the sword. The guy will say the iconic line, "It's dangerous to go alone, take this." I always thought that was from Star Wars, but there you go. Okay, so 2, this is number 2. Hey. Okay, so after you play the game for a good hour, you're gonna think, man, this is bullshit. I get the star power thing when my HP is full, but if I lose half a heart, I lose my range attack and everything becomes 10 times harder, so I keep losing more and more hearts until everything spirals out of control, and why is this game a metaphor for alcoholism? Whoa. Holy shit, I don't know about that. Don't forget to explore your surroundings and try to have some fun. Damn. 3. That's number 3. Okay, so inevitably at some point you're gonna get stuck. You're gonna miss a crucial item or just straight up get lost or some shit. And when this happens, all you gotta do is take a step back and go into Google and search what the fuck am I supposed to do in fucking Zelda. And there is no shame in that. You see, the inventor of The Legend of Zelda, John Zeldason, wanted people to unite and talk and figure out how to do stuff, and also buy Nintendo Power where the solutions were published. Of course he didn't think of us, the impatient people that would check out the game 30 years later. Thanks, John Zeldason. So yeah, just trust me, just Google it, don't waste your time. 4. You got to deal with a bunch of dungeons in the game. Explore them well, and once you're done, just double check that you didn't miss anything, because there are hidden items in the dungeons, and you need them as heck to advance in the game. So by double check, I of course mean Google it, because as we established, there's no shame in this, and it is the right way of playing the game. 5. The map situation in this game is weird. It's huge, but your minimap is blank. So what I did was to draw my own map as I was exploring, which I found really fun. Then after 10 hours of looking at my crudely drawn map that looked more like a robot dick than anything else. 6. Don't trust anyone. The NPCs of the Zelda make the NPCs of the Dark Souls look like a couple of doofuses. In Dark Souls, you take one look at the horrible Newton-nosed sewer death dweller, and you know that it doesn't have your best interests in hand. Meanwhile in Zelda, you meet an old lady and she isn't nice. My whole life is a lie. How can an old lady not be nice? You monster! And there you have it. Follow my comprehensive guide of more than 3 tips and you too can be a cool person that has completed The Legend of Zelda like me. Man, you just gotta love how hard NES games are, you know? Like, no intro cutscenes, nobody tells you what to do, no map. You just have to tilt your head and use your imagination to... What's that? The booklet that came with the cartridge back in the day actually kinda contains the intro cutscene of the game. It also tells you what you're supposed to be doing along with tips, tricks and info about the different enemies and items in the game. It also has a huge ass map you can use as reference. What the fuck?